everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with Oberon and me, Banshee. And it's me, Banshee, with my Material Matter segment. Gosh, I keep doing that. Your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Merry Christmas, everyone. It's Christmas Eve. Or will be when you see this. So I hope you have a wonderful holiday if you celebrate. And if not, hey, just have a wonderful day. All right. So, I don't even have my card for the collective here. What's up with that? There. It's going to be, oh, you know what? We do have some moon activity this week. And so, I'm going to use my Moonology Manifestation Oracle today. So let's take a look at what these cards have in store for us for this week of Christmas. And Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa this week too. We'll talk all about that later when I give the update of what's going on in the week astrologically. Bly is sitting on a cat pillow here, taking the day off from being my water carrier, which I do have here, but I figured Bly needed a rest. All right. Okay, hey, let's see what's in store for us this week. Ooh. Uh-oh. It's full moon in Scorpio, and it says, breathe through the tension. Man, I think we can all relate to that sometimes during the holiday season. And again, this is my Moonology Manifestation Oracle. So let's look up full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. There's a strong sexual energy. Oh, you know what? I'm going to put this card on the second rung. I got to remember to do that. That way you can see more of me. And my nice hat. I'm not going to be wearing it much longer. All right, breathe through the tension. There's a strong sexual energy around you now. The good news is that sexual energy is very creative. After all, it leads to an act that creates humans. A tense situation could be about to boil over, so go carefully. Time spent outdoors will help you to calm your emotions as well as increasing your general well-being. You need to find a balance between your emotions and your sensual side. Don't deny this part of yourself. Use the energy to create what you want. So, manifesting balance. Balance your ability to caress with your need to be caressed. Manifesting mindset. When we're emotionally overheated, we end up focusing on what we don't want rather than on what we do want. Bear this in mind now. Breathe. And your manifesting affirmation is, sexual energy fires me up in a good way and helps me express my creativity too. Tension can sometimes be good, but tension leads to stress, anxiety, things that aren't very helpful in the business world, so try to moderate that tension. Try to apply it toward something constructive rather than destructive. Don't lash out on people, do listen to people and their side of a story before you lash out on them. I'm just kidding. I am just kidding there, honest. That's what I have for the collective, ho, 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 and all of that. So let's talk about the astrology and what's happening this busy, busy week. Okay, this reading is good for the elemental signs of the Zodiac from December 24th, today, through December 30th. The moon will be transiting from Taurus into Gemini on December 24th and will end up in Leo on December 30th. There's a full moon in Cancer on December 26th. Venus is entering Sagittarius on December 29th. And a gift from the universe at the end of the year for us, Jupiter goes direct on December 30th. Woohoo! That's good for us in the business world. All right. And I want to remind everybody of the holidays. It's Christmas Eve, December 24. Hope you have everything ready for those kids who are waiting to be surprised in the morning. And of course, Christmas is December 25th. Merry Christmas to all who celebrate. Kwanzaa, happy Kwanzaa to you who celebrate on December 26th. And Boxing Day Canada is also on December 26th. Okay, that's what we got. Let's move on. And as a special treat today, there will be a card added at the end of this reading. All right, we're starting with the air signs, and that, of course, is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And I'm feeling the heat here. The air signs have not had it easy lately. I'm sure they're waiting for me to give them a break. So let's see if I've got one this week for the air signs. Earth signs have been not too great either. We've all had some pretty rough weeks, and you know what? As far as the economy news goes, inflation is under control. It seems as though there's no more talk about a possible recession next year. It just looks, gas prices, incredibly low, but they rose a little bit due to what's going on in the Middle East right now. So there are some factors that are going on that are affecting things. Let's hope things keep going on the upswing, however. All right, let's see what the stars have for you. The cards have for you, air signs, this week. All right, your focus for the week ahead. Well, it's the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands is reversed. That's unfortunate, air signs. It looks like you're starting the week feeling a bit pessimistic, and of course you're on holiday, but when you get back to it, and it is a shorter week for a lot of people, when you get back to it, you're not very happy with where things are going. Perhaps a job offer you were expecting did not come through. You didn't get a bonus this year. It was a lot smaller than expected. It's like kind of a thumbs down for projects and goals in particular. So I think that whatever you were hoping to get off the ground, I got to push these to the back. There we go. Whatever you were hoping to get off the ground, air signs, it's just not, it's delayed. There's frustrations around that. So how best can you prepare for that focus? Not with the Knight of Pentacles reversed. The best way you can prepare for that focus is to not fall into the trap of losing your momentum and not falling into the trap of allowing these setbacks to take you off your game. You still gotta, be out there making and breaking it and wheeling and dealing in the business world. You can't let a setback slow you down. But it slow you down, it seems like it might. You got to try to pick up the pace. Because people are judging you right now. If you were disappointed about not receiving, some credit you felt was due, was it because they didn't see the good results coming from you? There's some sharp criticism coming down right now for some of us. And that could, for some of you air signs, and that could be a bit of a worry. But ultimately, somehow, we'll cover it again and see what we come up with. Will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you, air signs? You've got the Ten of Cups upright. I kind of like that happy ending. And it is. It's a happy ending. Happily ever after. Somehow, ultimately, everything starts working out at the end of this week, or you're starting to feel more uplifted and better about things, that, you can abandon some of the negativity you had in the beginning there and start fresh and new because you have the love and support of a lot of people around you. And that's important. So let's take a look at this and make sense of it all. It seems like you've suffered suffered some setbacks, or you're going to be going through some setbacks this week, some disappointment and some things that are not coming through for you. You know, and I look at this Knight of Pentacles here and I'm thinking to myself, maybe, you know, you need to be prepared. You need to be prepared. Perhaps you missed an opportunity for growth or success that was out there and it just didn't happen for you. So, you know, you've got to keep your eye open. You've got to remain busy. You've got to keep your eye on the prize and focused. Not getting all, you know, not getting all wound up over your defeats. And beware that people are scrutinizing your work right now or scrutinizing you. You know, perhaps if you were going for a job interview, maybe this thing here is just a delay. They delayed the interview, they delayed stuff, and they're going to be scrutinizing you. So are you up to snuff? You got to show them your best game this week, if at all possible, with this short holiday week. And I think it is possible. I think people will approach you well, ultimately, so long as you don't allow the upsets to throw you off your game and get you lazy or get you non-motivated or feeling that you'll never succeed and not even trying. So shake it off and be ready to be judged by others and hopefully judged favorably by week's end. So I'm going to do something else for you and everybody today. 2 cards from the top and bottom of the deck. And I'm using my Yule Tarot for this particular reading. And it's just 2 cards and a quick shuffle here. And a quick cut. Okay, the top card is, well, what would you like to leave behind from this last year? What would you like to let go of or release and no longer have to worry about? Well, you've got the King of Pentacles here, the King of Gifts upright. And so I'm wondering here if maybe this is, you know, it's such a positive card, but what I'm thinking is maybe you have to give up being so in control of everything in your life. You have to loosen up a little bit. They're I don't know if I would call them regimented, but they're very organized. They're very detail oriented down to a T. And so really, you might want to loosen that up a little bit. You might want to let go of some of that. It could get toxic, you know, if you don't. Maybe, you know, what will happen is you'll turn into a micromanager and you'll be doing things that will upset other people. So kind of loosen up on yourself this year and don't be afraid to switch things up a little bit. Well, okay, and so what can you expect in the year, you know, what actually should you take forward from this year into the next year? And it's interesting here that we've got the Empress reversed. So what you need to take away and do in this next year, or take from this year, is that maybe all this organization, maybe all this sticking to routine is getting kind of boring and it's blocking your creativity, or it's getting kind of tiring and you need a little bit more self-care. So maybe that's some of the takeaways that you are learning from this past year. It's great to be productive. It's great to be on top of your game, but you can't keep that pace up forever. You got to lighten up sometimes and cut yourself some slack. All right. That's your Christmas reading. And let's move on to the fire signs, Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This reading is for you for the week ahead. I think I'm going to grab a sip of water before the water signs. There. Well, one thing's for certain, that couple's a little full, and I'm moving this table around here I'm shuffling on, so I was afraid it would spill. All right, fire signs, let's see what's up for you. Okay, hey, fire signs, your focus for the week ahead. Oh, it's the star. Are the stars out tonight? Wow, nice card here. Nice card here, fire signs. It looks as though you are feeling very, very hopeful. Maybe the holidays have brightened your spirits. Maybe sales have been coming in and everything is looking rosier. You're feeling very optimistic about the future, that things are looking very, very bright. Wow. How best can you prepare for this focus? I want to party with my friends the fire signs. It's the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is upright. And so I think just celebrate, celebrate. Keep this positive momentum going, whatever it is. Throw a party. Maybe treat some of your clients or customers or your business associates and make them feel good about, the gains that you have been achieving in this or will achieve in this week. Looks very, very positive so far. There's definitely some reason to celebrate here. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, I don't know. It's really kind of funny about this card. It's usually about stagnation or sticking in situations that aren't very comfortable. But I don't know. I'm looking at these very, very positive cards here. And depending on the outcome, I may change my mind on this. But right now, I think what I would say is people aren't going anywhere. A lot of people are sticking with you. They're supporting you. If you're a boss, a management person, a corporate leader, everybody seems to be on board with what you're doing. Or they maybe realize there are some problems, there are some things to need to be resolved, but they're hanging on. And the only reason I'm saying that is because it's got such positive energy here flowing so far. Okay, well, so whether it be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you this week, well, it's the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is reversed. So on the one hand, I said what I said. And on the other hand, I do have to say here, you have to be careful with how you are. I think I'm going to move this up a little. That might be even better. How you are communicating with others this week. Do they understand where you stand, how good things are right now? Are you giving them credit where credit is due? Be diplomatic. Listen to their concerns if they have any. And by all means, celebrate with them. Make them feel part of, the spirit that you're feeling right now. Let's take a look at this again, fire signs. I might do a little tweak here. So, it looks optimistic. Everything looks rosy. Everything looks bright. If you're in retail, maybe restaurants, it seems like everybody's been doing better this holiday season. Sales have been up and, things might be happening. Even a small business owner, maybe you're making a profit. And there's reason to celebrate. Include others. Make them feel welcome and make them feel like they were a part of this big success. There's definitely a reason to celebrate. Well, but others may be kind of there might be a little stagnant energy in dealing with others this week. I'll say that because it's also a holiday week and it's a short week, so it might be difficult getting in touch with people. You need to. And so there might be some things that stall in this week ahead. I don't think it'll be a major thing. And maybe that's what this card, the ultimate result is that you really feel you couldn't connect with people you needed to, whether they just didn't understand the points and things you were trying to get across, or you could not reach them because, it's a holiday week. So hang in there. I don't think it's a bad week. It's a little bit of a mixed bag for you, fire signs. So let's quickly take a look at your Christmas reading here that I have for you. So basically, I designed this. I should have said this with the air signs, who have probably left by now. But I designed this so that you would, at the end of the year, a lot of people purge and eliminate stuff in their life they no longer need. And conversely, at this time of year, we receive gifts from others that we're very happy about. Some things we've always wanted at Christmas time, etc. We're surprised. So what gift are you receiving or did you get from this last year that you can carry over into next year? That's basically the gist of it. Okay, and I gotta shuffle here too. I'm sorry, cut here. I'm a little bit crowded today. This isn't quite the way I would have set it up, but it's close. It's pretty good. At least you can see the cards and me. All right, so the gift that, oh, I love this. Not the gift, the thing you want to let go of and get rid of from 2023, you don't want to take on in 2024 is the Nine of Swords, which is Kings in this deck, and it's reversed. And this is very true. You're ready to let go of fear, anxieties, feelings that maybe guilty feelings that you're not doing your job right, or that people are over scrutinizing you, paranoia, things that keep you awake at night. You're done with that. You're done with that in 2024. You want to have a better, calmer peace of mind and move forward without fear holding you back. Okay, and what is the gift you received from this year? Interestingly enough, it's the Page of Candles reversed. It's funny, I'm getting all these reversals in the gift area, but it can be a gift. The Page of Candles reversed may indicate that, the thing that you are not taking into the gift you are taking into 2024 is to not spend your energy on projects that have limited chance for success. Maybe you've been spreading yourself out too thin. I don't want to say that. I guess I want to say maybe you've been putting your energy into things that are pie in the sky dreams that don't have a lot of chance for success. And the takeaway from this last year and the gift is you've learned to focus your energy on, the things that will bring you quicker success. All right, that's what I have for the fire signs. Okay, hey, water signs. I'll be taking another water break. Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, this reading is for you for the week ahead. And I'm going to move this a minute and slightly angle my table. Maybe that'll help me reach it better. There we go. All right. All right, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Let's see what's going on for you this week. Fire signs had some pretty good cards there. I don't know if there will be a clear winner this week so far, so it's still in the running for you, water signs. Yeah, this is much easier. All right. Your focus for the week ahead. Well, I will say it is a shorter week. It's the Eight of Pentacles reversed. It's kind of hard to focus on these holiday, weeks. I used to get a lot of them off because I worked in, academic libraries for a while that would take the break between Christmas and New Year. And, in a way it was a good thing because those short days, everybody's in a celebratory mood. Everybody's kind of slowing things down. Things tend to slow down anyway. So that seems to be what's going on at work here. There are a lot of distractions right now, and it seems hard this week to get anything constructively, tangibly done, water signs. But don't beat yourself up over it. Tis the season. All right, how best can you prepare for this focus? Well, if you feel you can't get a lot done or others aren't producing, maybe it's just time for you to get a move on. And do the networking, keep up with people, see if you can keep them on track, expend your energy, use it wisely though. Use it wisely and constructively, focusing on the things that either number one, you need to get out, you have deadlines on, or number two, that you can really expedite and move out of there without as much fuss or muss, and maybe without dealing with a lot of other people. And what about people this week? Will it be cooperation or conflict? Well, it's really interesting we got this card here in the beginning because it doesn't, and you've got energy to burn here, and with other people, it doesn't seem like they're much the problem. Here's the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands is upright. And so I'm kind of thinking this week that people are more than willing to get you to the finish line. They're more than willing to help. They have some energy to burn as well. They may have some some good ideas about how to move things forward, and they're very accessible and willing to work with you. So maybe if you are struggling with a project or goal this week and can't seem to get it done or need a little help because the week is shorter, count on others to give you that hand. Oh, I spoke too soon. Will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Well, it's the Three of Pentacles reversed. Wow, talk about another up and down week. And I know I didn't mention it yet, and we're already on the water signs, but Mercury is still retrograde, which could be part of what's going on here. So with the Three of Pentacles reversed at the end, it seems like chaos reigns in the workplace. People are not working together well, or they're criticizing each other's work. Somebody might be criticizing you. And so it just seems like the team spirit kind of fizzles out by week's end. And maybe it wasn't there to begin with. Let's take a look at all of this again for you water signs. Right here, it looks as though there's a lack of focus. There's a lack of motivation this week. There's a feeling of wanting to get others to do the work for you. And maybe that's translating to other people at the end who are refusing to do it. So what you need to do to prepare for this focus, to really get, you have the energy, you really do, you have the motivation. You shouldn't rely on others to bail you out necessarily. You need to do your part, and you need to focus your intent on your work as much as possible this week. And I feel if you do that, other people are willing to buy in. They're willing to do their share. There are people here who are your support. But ultimately, maybe because you don't follow through here, there may not be a lot of team cohesiveness this week. People may decide, I'm not taking up the slack for you. You got to handle it yourself. They're just going to be kind of hands-offish, and it could affect team spirit, team morale, and definitely will affect how much you're able to get out and done in this week ahead. Wow. Well, let's see what we have for you with my special Christmas reading. All right. Okay, top card and bottom card it will be as soon as I cut them. Oops. Okay. Okay, you definitely probably want to get rid of this. It's the Page of Gifts reversed. And so water signs, this is a sign that you have to find your center again. Find your motivation. Find your focus. Be sure you are grounded in this year ahead. No more doing things on the fly. No more slacking off because you're bored or you just have lost interest in something. You're letting that go, and you're vowing in this next year maybe to be a little bit more focused, as opposed to this nonchalant, lazy, and maybe, again, it's a little bit of trying to, and also, I would also say one other thing, that maybe you're done with bad news too. For some of you who may have had a hard time finding work or employment, or have been having trouble at work, you're done with the bad news. You want to move on to better conditions. Interesting. And so for you, the gift from this year is judgment. Judgment upright. So maybe in this past year you have reinvented yourself in some way, or your product line, or your goals, or your vision for the future. There's something here that is being rebirthed or transformed from 2023 that I think you're going to carry on into 2024. This is especially for you entrepreneurs out there, and maybe some of you job seekers too, who are trying to reinvent themselves and maybe redo their resume and brush up on skills so that they're more job worthy. So I think that's the takeaway and the gift that you're going to be taking with you into 2024. That's what I have for the water signs. On earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading is for you for the week ahead. You know, it's funny, these readings are turning out the way they are in a way, not superly dynamic. And I think it's because the holiday weeks are like that. Everything's kind of slowed down. People are probably burnt out from the holiday rush and stuff like that. And of course, New Year's is coming and more holidays. It's a shorter week. More might be expected of you this week to get done. And it's tough. So, you know, we might be all burnt out and tired out from our interpersonal life and the celebrations that we've had there. So frankly, I'm really not surprised by what I'm seeing here. And then we have Mercury retrograde as well. All right, Earth signs, here we go. Boy, we have a lot of reversals in this reading, in these readings. Okay, so you're focused for the week ahead. You know what? You just realized maybe that this is not your week to shine. That's already happened. Been there, done that, leading up to the holidays. Maybe too, at this time of year when everything is in flux, it seems as though there might be less job opportunities, less reasons to be pounding the pavement, looking for a job. Maybe you're waiting for after the holidays when things start to open up again, and also maybe more job what do you call it? More job postings will be up and running for you. So this queen is also talking about maybe shying away from things, kind of staying in the background at work here, just, you know, at your desk doing what you got to do just to get through this shorter week. How best can you prepare for this focus? Well, the Six of Cups here is interesting in this position. It's okay for you to lay back and to lay low, but that doesn't mean you slack off and not do your work. I get the feeling here that you might be or rebelling about the way you do your work. You might be dwelling on things from the past. There may be some things you'd like to see being done that were done in the past. And, you know, workplaces are always changing things up. And so, and maybe some changes have come to your business, etc., that you just have to manage, whether it has to do with tax law or whether it has to do with certain things that prove frustrating. And you're looking back and thinking, why can't it be like the good old days when we did this and we did that? I want this to happen again. You've got to move with the times. You're just going to have to move with the times here and let that go. Broaden your mind and start living in the present moment, not in the past. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? It's the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is upright. I think there's some people here who could help you. Who could help you figure out ways to get over whatever this is that's bothering you. I think that, you know, they're smart, they're wise, they have a lot of information at their disposal. They can offer your objective opinions to you. So seek this person out, whether it's a supervisor, a boss, a mentor, somebody that you are a group that you are networking with. But there will be people who will help you. And also for those of you who may be going through a legal situation at this time, this could be a very positive sign that decisions will go in your favor. So will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for you, Earth signs, this week? It's going to be a ride, Earth signs. It's going to be a ride. So Two of Pentacles reversed. And so basically it's a little bit of chaos this week, a little bit of workplace chaos, a little bit of workload chaos, a little bit of work balance chaos. You know, like I said, the holidays, everything can kind of throw you off. So try to balance things. Try to rebalance yourself. It seems like you're having a hard time juggling everything. So if that's the case, ask for help if you need it. Ask if you could get an extra person to work on a project with you, a work project. Ask for assistance in other areas of your life. If you need a handout financially, if maybe you did not make that much money in this Christmas season, or you aren't getting, what you feel you deserve, it's time to try to get the balance back in some way. All right, Earth signs, let's take a look at this again. We have here, that's right, the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands is stating, hey, maybe I could lay low this week. Maybe I could just step out of the limelight. I don't need people scrutinizing me, looking over things. I don't need the pressure right now. And it's because you keep thinking that you really wish things were the way they used to be. However, those days are gone. You have to let them go. You have to let go of whatever it is that's making you feel shy, insecure. Maybe there's some new computer systems that are being implemented or something that is challenging you, new systems, and you just wish you could be flying under the radar for that. Consult somebody with the knowledge and experience to help you. They will listen, and they will also offer some really positive advice to you. But ultimately, you've got to work through this chaos of this week. There could just be too much going on right now, and you're very divided between all of the different things that you have to do. Sorry, your signs, but don't feel bad because really nobody has won the week this week. I expected as much. I hope I didn't put that energy in the cards, but that's kind of the way it is, like I said, about this time of year. Let's see what's going on with you and what you're taking away from this year that has gone by so fast in a way, But I'm sure with some of the things that have happened in this year, not too happy of things. Maybe we're glad we are moving on into a new year, a fresh start, 2024. All right. All right. Top and bottom card for you. So what is the gift that you can take away from this year to help you in the next year? Wow, it's the King of Swords reversed. There's a gift here in this. I think the takeaway gift for you from this last year is that you have learned not to make decisions when you're in a brain fog situation. You have learned that you really have to be sharp, you have to be focused, and you have to look like the leader that you are. We're all supposed to be leaders at heart in our chosen fields of work. And so be sure, this next year, you use this gift of working your way through problems by carefully problem solving, mapping out strategies, and thinking things through. And also not being afraid to get advice when you need it. Sometimes I get the feeling sometimes that maybe this king just thinks he's a know-it-all. When he's reversed. He's not. He could use some help, advice, and some input from others. Okay, and the bottom card for you, let me grab that. There. Wow. It's the Nine of Good Cheer. Something that you desired, longed for, wished for, hoped for has happened for you in this last year. And the takeaway, the gift is that it's going to carry over into 2024. So maybe some of you have started new jobs, new goals that are really taking off now. And 2024, this kind of stuff, this goal, this dream, this wish, this fulfillment that you have achieved in 2023 is going to carry over into 2024, and hopefully will make it a very good year for you, Earth signs. So good luck with that. All right, that's it. Wow, went into overtime here, and now I've got to give the update on our shows. Well, don't forget later today, I know it's Christmas Eve, but we are going to be live from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to answer all of your questions. Get there early because we do sometimes get crowded. Today it might be a little bit quieter. And you know what? If we don't have a lot of people and we end early, I'm going to end it early because the Lions are playing today and I'll be able to catch the end of the game. So you want to get here early to make sure you get your reading. And then on Wednesday is Mr. O's Goth Tarot. Check it out at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can check into the shadow side of your life. Thursday, we do our live show from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we will answer all your questions. Again, be there for it, and get a good reading from us. Friday is Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges, where he talks about love and romance in your life and all the interpersonal, relations you have with others. And then Saturday, happy hour. Happy hour will be at its usual time next Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, that's right. I was just thinking, though, did I mention Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges is Friday at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time? So back to happy hour, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where you can get a positive single card message from Spirit. Join us. We have so much fun in our happy hour. We love giving a happy, positive message to carry you through the week ahead. Well, hey, that's it. And I will see you next on New Year's Eve, the eve of the new year, where I may also have another special, at least a single card pull at the end of the show for you, at the end of each reading, I should say, for your signs, your elemental signs. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a very Merry Christmas and a great week ahead. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye.